What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Fear of missing out. I've talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. I'm just going to get my 2 cents. Every once in a while I'll get comments. I got my videos up on the interwebs and it'll find who it needs to find. And I just had a conversation with a brother who 12 years, he said. 12 years without peace leave. And he said my videos has been helping him out to accept the monk mode life. And I'll just put it out there, let he who receive, receive. And it's just incredible to me that so many men, the Deontay Wilder clip is coming, because so many men are like this. I got to play it, y'all. I'm sorry, because this is too many dudes, man. This is too many men.
Need nobody. We need each other, just like water. Just like plants need water. We need each other. We need that affection, that physical touch, that affirmation from each other. We need that confirmation, that feeling of you love me and I love you, and I ain't loving you. You don't have the same equal amount of love. We need that.
That's too many guys, man. I had to play it again because I get this comment from so many dudes. And what makes me laugh is, and I'm not laughing at this part because he said it got to the point where he was almost wanting to delete himself. I'm like, bro, is it that serious? And basically he said, I'm going to play some of the same clips because it just proves my talking points. He basically said he's envious of the Pookies and Chads. He is envious of the men who got thousands of bodies on them. He's envious of that. And dude said he almost wanted to delete himself. But here's the caveat. Here's the catch. He wants to get laid like a Pookie and Chad without having to pay anything. You want to do that and not have to pay?
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
That's where you lost me. And so many men are like this. They want this modern day 304 woman who's out there in the streets to like them for them. We have some kind of moral code here. There is no moral code when it comes to sleeping around. You know what that is? Lies, chaos, deceits, negative energy. You're gonna have to pay or you're gonna have to lie. He also mentioned AMS. He's envious of cats like AMS. Do you know We're going to break it down. Again, nobody's envious of these people. Okay, this is for the normies because they're going to come here and say it's a code. Nobody's envious of you people. Nobody's coming from a place of hate or envy or jealousy. Nobody thinks they're inferior to you, quite the opposite. Me personally, I never wanted that demon. I grew up around hornball sahoos my whole life. In high school, they were renting out hotel rooms, having sex and all that dumb crap. I'm playing Ridge Racer. I told you, everybody go left, I go right. I've been like this my whole life. Early 2000s. My boys, every freaking weekend, we got some hoes coming through. Do you want one? And I don't even know how many women I just willingly passed up on just on my offers I've gotten. If you think I'm lying, get the hell off my channel. So nobody's coming from that position. I like being as unencumbered as possible in this life, even my demons. Said it before, I'll say it again. 44 years old, haven't had a desire to go beyond weed and masturbation. I get it. The dopamine rush, the emptiness. There's no fulfillment to this, bro. You're gonna have to damn your soul. Men who are in the thousands of bodies are tethered to Babylon. They're immoral like a mother sucker. You're gonna have to, because that's the spirit. That's the spirit, and you're envious of that? And again, this ain't no Steve Carell 40-year-old virgin shit. I've been around D-boys. I've been in the streets. I've been around prostitutes, getting trains ran on them, drugs being used. I've been knee deep in the middle of it. I'm 180% aware of the spirit. And I said it before, I'll say it again. It is a shitty, shitty spirit. And you're envious of this? Because that's what's running around nowadays. You're envious of that? You're going to have to taint yourself. And you don't want to have to pay? We're gonna play some more clips because you're gonna have to taint yourself. You're either gonna have to trick, or you're gonna have to lie, or both. Because that's what most of these guys are doing. Most of these dudes can't be up front. That's why I played that video today. The woman talking about dudes are predators. There ain't no victims, only volunteers. Because that's what y'all like. Men can't be up front with y'all because Patty's gonna come right up. But I'm gonna play a quick clip from Coach, and I'm just gonna just break it down. Again, I get these, and this is my channel. Like I said, the last few videos I did may not have won me any popularity contests. All I can do is just keep it. I give it to you from my own anecdotal experience. Somebody ain't got no sex. I ain't had sex yet. I had no skin in the game. There's no envy here. There's no jealousy. I'm just calling it how I see it. And, I got to keep it a buck. I call men and women out. And, sometimes, I get the...
Why you booing me? I'm right.
Why you booing me? I'm right. Dudes have to tell them what they want to hear to bang them, or have to trick, either or, because that's the spirit we live in. That's chaos. It's anti-God. And you're going to have to be on that negative energy. Let me let Coach go in real quick here, and we just go. The clips are ready. I'm going to play the same clips because it don't prove my talking points right. But here we go. Let me let Coach go in real quick.
Young co-workers I encounter to always remember when it comes to women, she is yours, but the why is silent.
She is yours, but the why is silent. She belongs to the streets, and you're trying to tether yourself to that. You're envious of that.
She's yours, but the why is silent. These women are ours. We've all shared each other. Unless you're a virgin, we've all shared each other.
What Rick Ross say? We all fuck the same hoes. Fuck the same hoes. Disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Rick Ross, P. Diddy's booty warrior, booty butt buddy, running through them. And he tricks. They all trick. Or they use their position and status to get these women. These dudes don't be getting these women on their own merits. You're going to have to pay, and you're going to have to sell your soul. If you're trying to pass a certain age too. Now, we'll admit, let me let Coach go in. I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold up. Let me let Coach go in.
If they used to connect, because they used to say body count counts as everybody's body. So if a woman had a body count of 20 and you had a body count of 20, you guys have 40 bodies.
He's right there. There was a commercial I saw. Look, this is what I do. Yeah, I'm pausing it because I got a lot to say here. I remember there was a commercial in the 90s. They used to have like safe sex commercials in the 90s. I'll never forget this commercial. I got to see if I can try to find it. They had two people having sex, and after they got done, well, they didn't show it, but they showed the after effect. They were in the bed, and basically all the woman's ex-partners started coming into the room. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? It was about 50-something dudes, and a couple of women was in there. And it was a room full of people. It was like, when you have sex with somebody, you have sex with everybody they had sex with. Disgusting! Disgusting! And you're envious of that? I told you, man, the more I hear dudes talk, the more I realize how powerful I am, bro. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. I don't got none of them demons on me. Nope, man. And then I realized that most dudes can't stand being by themselves, and y'all actually give a shit what people think, especially ran through women. Y'all care. Y'all actually care. Y'all let these people label you. Then to the point you want to delete yourself. Come on, bro. My man, please, man. That just makes me just feel even more empowered. You're envious of that, bro? That's what you do out here?
Including yourself. So 42. If you think about the women you've been with, shout out to the players, the Max and everybody, the divorce aides, people who've had affairs, hookup culture. If everybody had their body count attached to the person they're sleeping with currently, I don't think you have many people under 50. Probably everybody is over triple digits. If we combine, anytime you're intimate with another woman, men.
Think about those dudes that are in the thousands of bodies and then multiply just the random skeezers, because they're the same spirit. That you are completely severed from the connection to the Most High, and you're envious of that. You go right on ahead, bro. I have no desire to be like that. And again, nobody's coming from a position of not attracting them. I've always been able to sense that demon, and I don't want nothing to do with it. Y'all better than me, man.
You combine the body counts of both people, and you're over 30. I guarantee you, everybody's over triple digits.
Over 30? Yeah, I know you in your 30s too. So yeah, that's what you're trying to run through?
If you got to be over 30. Over 30, combine both people's body counts, many people will be in triple digits. He said, she is yours, but the Y is silent. With divorces, remarriages, single mothers, there ain't no way. If you're under 20, if you're under 30, the number gotta be 50.
Now let's add the abortions on top of that too. These women are deleting babies left and right. That's a spirit too that tethers to them, and you're mixing with that. Oh yeah, that's a spirit too. Them dead babies that be lingering over them. Yep. That's a spirit too, and it does fuck with them too. Despite what they try to say and try to make it think it's a good thing, that messes with them. That messes with them. Don't get that twisted. They try to act like it doesn't matter. It does. It does. That spirit lingers.
All right, come on. We sharing each other, man. We sharing. There's got to be rare exceptions to the rules, but if you out here at nightclubbing and hopping and macking and player and
That's why I always hated clubs. I always hated nightclubs and bars. I just never liked. Ugh.
you ain't getting your own personal woman. You're not getting your own personal woman. Sorry, you're not. Dude, not one person can sit here and say they got their own personal woman.
Most dudes are marrying Pookies, Ted Bundys, and Rich Ramirez's wives. These women already belong to somebody else on a spiritual scale. And then dudes be shocked that these women taking their kids away, acting like they never even knew them. I can block out being a wife, block out being a mother. This is what y'all are dealing with, man.
Not one woman that can say they only been with one man. There's not many women that can say that, guys. Just chalk it up, man. Chalk that shit up. Chalk it up, to charge it to the game. It is what it is. Y'all niggas in La La Land
Deontay Wilders.
acting like this is gonna happen. Not even the chick, Anthony Kiedis' girl, is 19 allegedly, and she with a 60-year-old dude. Look, Ninja, what? What is this shit, man? What is this shit?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
All right, by the time this ninja's 70, she gonna be 30. You know
And that's you.
what's happening here.
She's gonna trickle down and land somewhere, land with some simp who thinks he got him some kind of prize. And she's a freaking immoral woman who sells her body, man. And that's what's pushed nowadays too. But again, he talking about he want to have a rotation. He want to have bodies, and don't want to pay. You either going to be one of these mouthpiece ninjas, or you're gonna have to trick, or both. Mouthpiece ninjas tell them what they want to hear to sleep with them, or you're gonna have to trick. Most cats gonna have to do both: lie to them and trick. Like Coach over there. Coach gets mad. Coach gets mad when you call him a trick. Here's a trick. But you're going to have to do that. And again, if you're a mouthpiece ninja trying to not to spend money, you ain't getting no bread. You ain't getting to the money. So you can pick your poison. You can be a mouthpiece ninja, tell them what they want to hear. You ain't going to be getting no bread. And you're also tainting yourself. Or you're going to have to trick and pay for the immoral woman. Her dead is the den of death. Either way, you lose. Good day, sir. You're envious of that? You're envious of that. That's what you want to be like, huh? And again, we're gonna play a couple of the same clips, especially the last few videos. I didn't play it, but again, unless you're in that Gen Z, that younger Gen Z where they're popping that peace leave in college.
If you're in college, please pop that pussy.
I mean, if they're doing that, I mean, if they're past a certain age, like when they're in their 30s, that's not gonna fly. But if you're in that demographic, and if you're not the guy that they're into, you're gonna be missing out right there. But again, they're going to get stressed out, and then they're going to start getting their defenses up.
Don't listen to what this woman is saying. Go get drunk or something. In college, I was passed out off 2 Four Locos and a stomach full of E&J because I couldn't even afford no real liquor, let alone a motherfucking married.
Ugh, that's what you want to be like. You want to be a part of that, man? And again, pop that peace leave in college, start pushing 28, 30 years old. You're going to have to lie. Or you're going to have to trick. Like our girl so eloquently stated.
To be honest, when I first started talking to somebody, I'm not gonna lie, I downplay myself to the fullest because we live in an age where even the men are fucking users, bro. Like, y'all not finna use me to fuck up. I'm tired, boss.
That's what you're going to be competing with. She's already used the fuck up. She popped that peace leave when she was young. Now she got all her defenses up. So in order to get that woman, you're going to have to... And you mentioned AMS. Y'all know what's coming.
Guys shame me for not being direct with this. I wouldn't get no ass if I didn't come up with my catchphrase about I'm open to it if the right person comes along, but I don't rush. Guys, I would never get no ass because every goddamn girl is stating this shit from the get-go now.
28-30, they get their defenses up. So if you miss that popping that peace leave in college, which most dudes are because they only sleep with a certain type of man, now she's all stretched out, guards all up, like our girl so eloquently stated.
And I took the easy way out, which was, okay, what's the next dick? Because there's always going to be, you know, dicks. You feel? A dick is like an oxy. Makes you forget about the pain from your last relationship, and you just need more oxys. You feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind, because those men, 9 out of 10 don't really give a fuck about you.
Useless woman.
That's what you're envious of, huh? That's chaos and ruin is the end result of all this. It really fucks up your mind. You're gonna have to play the game. You're gonna have to tell them what they want to hear. You're gonna have to lead with your wallet, and you're gonna have to lie and trick on top of that. Just did that video a few months ago with the NASA engineer, leading with his good-paying job, telling women he's interested in having a relationship, claps their cheeks, ghosts them. They trying to sue this nigga and got him fired from his job. That's the spirit you're dealing with, bro. Lies and deception. And you want to be a part of that? Nobody thinks they're inferior to these people. Get the hell off my damn channel. Hey, some dudes, you guys are a bunch of weirdos. You're supposed to lie to drop offs. You're supposed to lie and tell them what you want to hear. That's what's out there. That's the spirit. That's what you want to do. That's what you do out here. And you don't want to pay? You have to come up off some bread. You're going to have to lie. You're going to have to compromise yourself, because that's the spirit of Babylon. Fear of missing out my ass. Like I said, I grew up in the 90s and stuff. I ain't got no regrets, bro. None whatsoever. I'm glad I had to tether myself to this crap, because I like talking from the position I'm in right now. That ain't going to hit everybody, and not everybody wants to hear it. I don't give a damn. The truth is the truth. You want to be a part of that? Are you seeing the patterns? Lies, deceit, chaos? This is ungodly. Are you envious of this? I guess my perspectives has always been different, man.
Due to the fact that men make my ass itch, I have decided that I am single, celibate, and no longer willing to date anyone.
Men make her ass itch. So you know what that means? Getting all the sausages. When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind. 9 times out of 10, those men don't give a shit about you. That's what you're going to have to be. You're going to have to download that spirit. But here's the caveat. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, bro. She'll see you coming a mile away.
Jesse's mess over good men. You sleep around, have fun, and breed with the bad boys. But they will mess over good men. It's because they see some sign of weakness. Your weakness is screaming out to them, and they're jumping in to take advantage.
The women that are ours, yours without the Y is silent, they can see you coming. I can tell by the way you talking. So that means you're not going to be the type of guy who has their imprint. You're going to have to damn your soul, bro. You're going to have to trick. Have fun with the immoral woman. You're going to be reduced to a loaf of bread. Her bed is the den of death. Have fun. You're going to have to trick. You're going to get that on your own merits after men make her ass itch, after she's tired of dealing with liars and deceivers. You're going to get that just naturally.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Not gonna happen. You ain't got no choice but go monk mode. You talking about you ain't gonna pay? You don't want to pay?
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. I'm sorry to break that to you. These women are tainted by a certain spirit. They belong to the streets. And you're gonna have to lower your frequency, but she gonna see you coming a mile away.
However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee. That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can send them a buckets. Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you send the motherfuckers, you will be blocked.
That's what you're dealing with, bro. Defenses are up. She's already been throttled. She's been stretched out. You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay. I played this one the other day. I'm playing it again.
Why do people just think that it's okay to come and say whatever they want to people, to get their hopes up, to have them let their guard down?
Sell them a dream. Sell them a dream. Be a mouthpiece, ninja. Tell them what they want to hear. That's the white version. They're doing it all across the board. They're tricking with their money, leading with their wallet, telling them what they want to hear, ghosting them, and now they talking like that. That's what you're going to have to do, bro. Most men can't be up front and tell them it is what it is. Most men can't. You're going to have to trick, lie, or both. Sorry to break that to you. And you talking about you want to delete yourself, man? I'm glad you didn't, and I'm glad my videos are helping. I just got to put this out here, bro. You're missing out. What are you missing out on exactly? You hear the results of this. You hear how fucked up these women are. Most of them are on psych meds. This is all anti-God. There is nothing good that's going to come from this. Look at where we are right now as a society. Is it getting better? Are you winning, son? It's going to have to get worse before it gets better. You're envious of this?
To be told things and then they go and a couple days later they just say the complete opposite.
You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that, bro. That's the spirit. That is the spirit that's out there. I say it all the time. The milk's been spilled, the die's been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. It's been spilled. You can't put it back in. This is what's out here. And again, you're talking about clapping cheeks in a freaking hedonistic manner. When I talk the way I'm talking about looking for like a wife. Live your life. Get your shit together. Let it happen organically. She has to earn being with you. Get some rules, some principles, some guidelines you're not going to waver from. You're fine with or without her. You damn sure ain't talking about deleting yourself because you enjoy your own goddamn company. That's what I'm speaking from. I ain't trying to talk about clapping cheeks and all this debaucherous crap. I think most of y'all have gotten that by now. That's what you're going to have to do, bro, if you're trying to get laid in a freaking hedonistic manner. And the women who are casually sleeping around, you're not the only man she's sleeping with. Ours, they're all tethered to the mind flayer. They're all sucking on the same teat of chaos. Chaos is, would you like to suck a on my zipper? That's chaos. They're all sucking on the same teat. Women who monetize themselves, women who have if you notice, they all have similarities, man. They all look the same. Suckling on the teeth of chaos. Yes, they're suckling on the teeth of chaos. You don't want to pay, bro? Come on, man. And that's not the first time I heard dudes don't want to pay. They want these women to like them for them. That shit is hilarious, man.
Why even waste somebody's time?
He's not wasting his time.
Not only mine, but yours.
He clapped your cheeks.
I'm so tired of people not saying what they want from the start.
They won't get no ass.
Guys shame me for not being direct with this. I wouldn't get no ass.
I did it before, I'm doing it again.
If I didn't come up with my catchphrase about I'm open to it if the right person comes along, but I don't rush. Guys, I would never get no ass. Because every goddamn girl is stating this shit from the get-go now.
If AMS is doing it, you're going to have to do it. If AMS is doing it, you're going to have to do it. I don't want to have to pay.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Not going to happen, bro. Not going to happen. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't know what y'all think this is out here, man. This is the society we live in. Men make our ass itch. you're going to have to pay the motherfucking funds or she's going to block you. That's what you're getting out here. That's the spirit. That's what they're tethered to. And there's no going back, man.
Like, y'all men don't get tired of playing games, don't get tired of lying, juggling multiple females.
Playing games, lying. That's the spirit. That's what you're going to have to do. Am I wrong here? That's what you're going to have to do. That's game. And these niggas want to come out here and try to thumb their nose up at me about not having sex. Man, y'all can kick rocks, bro. Get off my goddamn channel. Nobody listens to you people.
Someone who I really quickly fell in love with. And it wasn't because they were the perfect match for me. That relationship ended up being super toxic, but
that relationship ended up being super toxic. Are you hearing the patterns here?
It was because they were giving me things in the intimate space that were so fulfilling.
The relationship was super toxic, but she's getting that dopamine rush though. That's what comes with this, man. And if you're going to pay for it, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't know where I've heard this, but I 100% believe it. The prostitution, selling ass, the spirit of death is lingering. Just did that video a little while ago with the Asian dude in Colombia. They found him, got shanked by a bunch of Richard Ramirez's, found him in a freaking ditch. They robbed his ass and shanked him. That's the spirit that goes along with this. What do y'all think this is? It's not a positive spirit. It's a negative spirit. It's chaos. It's toxic, if you will. When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind. Lies, deceit, chaos. That's what comes with that. Fear of missing out. I'm good. I can't speak for all y'all, especially if you're a Deontay Wilder simp. Don't come at me with that weak shit, but I just want to give my 2 cents. I told you, this is my channel. Some people don't want to hear that stuff.
Through. Why are you pulling me? I'm right.
Why are you pulling me? I'm right. Go ahead. Go on, Cletus. Go on and sell your soul. Go on and compromise your integrity. Go on and be an immoral bastard. Go ahead and download the Chaotic Man Spirit, because that's what you're going to do, because they're married to that. Like Coach said, yours without the yours and the Y is silent. Ours. She belongs to the streets. They're all fucking the same hoes. And it is what it is. It's not going to stop anytime soon. It ain't going to stop till the Most High comes back with the sword. Am I wrong here? You're just coping. Ain't nobody coping because nobody thinks they're envious of you people. I told you, I'm glad I ain't got no skin in the game. I'm glad I ain't connected to none of that crap and don't envy none of you people. And like I said before, I said again, I've been around working girls, putting in work. I'm all too familiar with the spirit. Y'all can't tell me shit. I can tell women and men who do that. When y'all dabble in that, you reek on the spiritual scale. I can see you coming a mile away. Just like the Jezzy can see the Gumps coming, I can see you coming a mile away, bro.
In a way that I had never experienced before. It made me see very clearly some of the deficiencies in my relationship and how I was so not at all fulfilled and expressed and in pleasure in that relationship.
Operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister.
Samson and Sheila, Mama failed. Shut up, bitch.
That's just my take on it. Fear of missing out, bro. What are you missing out on, really? What are you missing out on, bro? Chaos, emptiness, damnation, negative spirits. That's where we are, man. And it's going to have to get worse before it gets better. That's just my take on it. I hope you're listening. Fear of missing out, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to lie. If you're talking about having rotation, thousands of bodies, bro, you're really envious of that, huh? What do y'all think about that? That's my take. I'm like, you're just coping. You're just coping. Ain't nobody coping. Nobody thinks they're inferior to you people. Quite the opposite. But I just want to throw that out there again. It's my channel. That's what I want to talk about. This notion that you're missing out. Told you, man. Gen Z, they're fucking, and then they're gonna get to the point where men make their ass itch. I regret hookup culture. Men are the ones who benefit from it. They lied to us. I've been bamboozled. We're here. You people that take part in this, and people, you winner, you winner, you winner. I think I've proven my point, man. That's all I got on this one. I am out. Laters.